Okay, so this Bugani speaker is a little interesting. It kind of flew under the radar. I never heard anything about it until it just popped up on Amazon. But what you get in the box, you get a manual. It's kind of a bare bones manual. You get a 3.5 millimeter cable and a USB-C, which is what this charges with. It's supposed to be 80 watts. And a shoulder strap. Now I put this hand strap on that I bought third party, and it fits on there pretty good. Now, I think on Amazon it said it was 80 watts. It said waterproof, I think, but nothing on the box or in this manual to this speaker mentions anything about a waterproof rating, a battery life, a battery size. So it has a port in the front. I would be leery getting this wet. I certainly wouldn't soak it because I'm not so sure this is really waterproof. Now on the top, we have an assortment of buttons. There's your volume knob, and this will sync with your device, which is a good thing. A lot of times you think, oh, there's a knob, it's not going to sync, but it will. Your Bluetooth button, power button, light button, bass boost mode. Now, like JBL speakers, this has a two-stage bass boost, so it's off bass boost 1 or bass boost 2. Over here you have your controls for music, and up here you have your guitar volume up and down, because this has a guitar jack and a microphone jack. And over here is your microphone controls and your echo controls. So at least it has echo controls, because some of these don't have any controls and your mic sounds echoey and you can't do anything about it. So that's a good thing. And it does have a slot right here where you can put your tablet or phone if you're doing karaoke or something, but we'll get to that later. Now this speaker has two main drivers, as you can see, two woofers and one tweeter, kind of an odd setup. And then down here is a port. So that's why I'd be leery getting this wet, because it is ported. Now it could possibly still be like IPX4 or 3 or something like that, but like I mentioned, there's nothing in the manual. Now each side on the ends has a handle, which highlighted with red. That's kind of cool. So you can just grab it by that if you need to. On the back, we have some big lettering of boombox. So now I don't know if they if they started production on this and the original was going to call it the Bugami Bluetooth boombox and change it to Party Go. They couldn't decide which JBL speaker they wanted to copy the name from. But anyway, for some reason it's got boombox on the back. Now behind the rubber flap, there you have your two jacks. You have your microphone and your guitar. You also have a 3.5 millimeter for wired use. USB-C is what this charges with. USB-A, which will playback, and micro SD slot for playback. So that covers most of your bases. So you get, unfortunately, that guitar jack just says guitar. It's not also set up for microphone, but you may be able to use it. We'll find out. So anyway, there's got some red screws on the top to highlight, and the red on the sides where the handles are. So the build quality is not bad. It's kind of a cheaper plastic metal grill, so it's not going to blow you away with build quality, but it's not terrible. Like I said, whenever I bought this, it was on sale. If you didn't see that deal, it may still be available. Go check out that deal I posted. I think it was about like $85, something like that. So for $85, this is a pretty decent package so far. We haven't listened to it yet. That might be different. So let me back the camera up and we will check it out. See what we have. All right, so I'm about 6 feet away. I'll go ahead and turn the speaker on. I've already got it paired up to my device, but I'll show you what it sounds like when you turn it on, what it cycles through. Kind of a weird noise.
Discovering your device is connected.
So if you're already connected, it automatically goes to it. So I'm going to go, first I'm going to demo the bass modes. Now the bass mode is off right now. So I'll show you what the bass mode sound like. And this is the lowest volume. This could be a problem for some people because this is the lowest volume right here. At least on my tablet, it starts at 7%. Headphones on if you have them, not Dollar Tree. So that's 7%. It's not super quiet. Let's go up to 33%. Now I'm going to cycle through the bass modes. I'll go to 40%. That's 40. So bass boost is off right now. That's bass boost 2. I mean, bass boost 1, excuse me. That's bass boost 2. That's off. So this kind of reminds me of, I think it was the Monster Sparkle that I did, where it had bass boost, where all it did was really kind of like cut the treble. This doesn't really seem to be boosting the bass much. It's more or less just cutting the output, so it makes it quieter. So the bass boost, I'll do it again. It's almost worthless. So here it is with bass boost off. Bass boost 1. Bass boost 2. Off. So to me, that's worthless. Completely worthless. They screwed that up. I'm gonna change tracks here. This is 40%. I'm gonna cut the lights and I'll go through the light modes. I can see what the button is. There's another light mode. There's a light mode. There's a light mode. There's the light mode. There's the light mode. Another light mode. Another light mode. I see I pause it, it's still doing it. So from what I can tell, most all these light modes just do their own thing. There's no really to the beat type of thing that I can tell. Most of them just do their own thing. Go back to it. This is still at 40%. Change track. Let's go to 60. Get a little bass going here. I'll change bass modes again, why not? This is bass boost off. Bass boost 1. Bass boost 2. See how off makes it louder. Not much of a boost. Change track. It does get pretty loud, as you can tell on that last track and this one. The last track was at 60%. It's a little harsh. It's not, doesn't have what I call a real smooth sound to it. So when you get at upper volumes, it starts getting a little sketchy. So with like rock music, rock music does tend to sound kind of harsh when you get it up to loud volumes on a lot of speakers. But this one is maybe a little worse than some others. Let's go back to it at 80% with the bass boost off.
You're the reason why I'm bothered, baby. Losing my mind. Don't try to save me. I feel alive.
Next track, go to max volume, 100%, baby.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Bass boost 1. Bass boost 2. Off. Bass boost 1.
Sound right, boy.
Next track, still max volume. Down to 60%. Down to 40. $20. Okay, so that's that's that. Now, this has a microphone and a guitar jack, so I'm not a guitar player, but I am going to demo the mic jack. I've got a wired mic, so we'll do that next. All right, so I've got a wired mic. This is a mic I've used. It came with a Monster speaker, like the Monster Adventure Max. It's actually a good microphone. I've got 3 or 4 microphones, but this one works pretty well. Use it on a lot of speakers, so I think this speaker, when you turn it off and back on, the echo automatically goes to echo mode, and you can adjust it down, of course, but it's kind of annoying that it just goes back to echo, and you have to turn it down. So anyway, here's the mic. All right, mic check. Now, as you can sound, it's not smooth. It kind of sounds kind of a processed, and it wants to cut off exactly when you're done talking or singing. So it sounds really kind of like bright and then grainy sounding. So the mic is very, very poorly implemented in this speaker. It's kind of sad because that's kind of a selling point for this, whereas you've got the microphone and guitar. And I've used this in the guitar jack also. It will work, but it has the same processed kind of robotic sound to it. So it kind of sounds like I'm a robot.
But sir, nobody worries about upsetting a droid.
It's because a droid don't pull people's arms out of their sockets.
And I'm talking like this. And it's not good. If you want to use this if you're looking for a speaker for karaoke, don't get this. It sounds terrible. Just terrible. Right, Chewbacca, what do you think?
Okay.
That's my thoughts exactly. So there you go, guys. That's the review of the Party Go from Bugani. I'll do a little off-axis demo for you to round it off. It's not bad off-axis, but as far as this speaker goes, it's just, it could have been good. It almost reminds me a lot of that S78 Zealot that I did the other day. This could have been really good if the microphone worked good, then that would have been a big selling point, but that's one of the key features of the speaker, and it's garbage. And the bass modes are kind of a joke. So, yeah, It sounds all right. It'll get loud. This would probably be a good speaker to take outside because it does get loud and it's bright. But the bass-wise, is not very impressive. And it doesn't really get distorted, but you can see at max volume it starts getting really strained and you lose some bass. So it doesn't sound great overall. It's okay. I guess for the money you could say it's all right. But Chewbacca, what are we going to give this thing? We're going to get the playing cards out if you haven't seen this before. Ace is the best, 2 or deuce is the worst. And if your speaker is really garbage, you'll get a joker. So Chewbacca, what do we got for this one? There it is, folks. Chewy gives it an 8. Now, he and I both agree this speaker could have been a joker, possibly. Oh, excuse me, not a joker. A joker's a total dud. A jack. It could have got into the face cards if the microphone jack worked good and the bass boost modes worked properly. With those two things being wonky and like I said, the microphone jack being just straight booty, this gets an 8. I think it'd be a good, and this is based on the price of $80-some also. If it ends up being more later, if they take these discounts off and it's like $150, don't go for this. Get something more like the W King T11, which also has microphone jacks and has an overall better sound to it. But for under $100 in the 80-some range, this is not a bad speaker. It just could have been better. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I think for the right price and somebody that doesn't need the microphone jack, this could be a decent outside speaker particularly. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Subscribe today. It's free. And I guarantee you this channel is worth every bit of free. Nothing, nada, zero, or your money back. We'll catch you guys in the next one. That's a wrap.
It's not fair.